Yeah, bro. And then I told her, like, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Hey, Craig. Okay, so.
So Miho finally returned from
the shit's
his mission trip. Uh, the good word of Islam is spread to many more places. And Kai finally got out of that conversion camp.
Yeah, I graduated.
Top marks too, I think.
Yeah. They finally made me. I'm
And
finally straight. And Bowie,
I
Bowie's still
accidentally deleted
Bowie.
all the. We've been recording VHT every week. I just deleted every recording on accident.
Yeah. We're just not really feeling like it anymore. This is the final episode. Yeah, this is basically like a farewell.
We're rebranding. We're taking note after what Super Sentai did. We're going global.
Dude, not right now. No, we're not gonna go into that immediately. Well, yeah. Okay, so let's do a proper reintroduction. So, hello, this is I, the Kai man. that was kind of fire. Okay,
Brother, that was ass.
man, kill yourself. Oh my
I
god.
have to edit this down so much.
The first 10 minutes gone, just like Super Sentai. So, yeah, hello, Kaiman of Kaiman Professor Backshots fame. Yeah, other two, introduce yourselves.
I am Bowie Kaizen's Dice, except that account is kind of dead. I'm in a hinterland right now. I'll figure stuff out at some point. But yeah, I'm the editor and I make the funny visuals. I don't know if there's gonna be new visuals. We'll find out how how motivated I am.
Can you put Zabangal on the thumbnail again?
We can't keep clickbaiting Zabungle. People are gonna notice.
No, we can.
I think we can.
See,
I think
we mentioned it.
It's
Yeah, we mentioned it already, bro.
possible. It's always real. You know, it's never wrong to do that. It's never wrong to put Zapungo in the thumbnail.
Ethical clickbaiting.
Zabungling.
Zabungle, yeah.
Ethical Zabungo.
Miho, introduce yourself, dude. Come on.
Sorry. I'm Miho. Honestly, I'm in the same boat as Bowie. My account is Tatigre, but that's kind of dead as fuck as well. You know, I'm just doing my own thing now.
Yeah, fuck Twitter. X everything out. I'm eating right now.
Collect my pages to find out where I am now.
It's US like the was it the Luna member?
No.
Who was it?
It was nobody.
I'm talking about your ad, bro. Like US, like Eve's, whatever. I don't fucking know.
No need to know that though. The audience can, you know, collect my pages, figure out the
They'll be
mystery.
putting all of Miho's socials under the description.
No!
Feel free to stalk.
If you guys want to know Miho's SSN, which
yeah, I have Bobby's. Bobby has mine, and Miho has his. I fucked up the cycle, my bad. Okay. Okay, so
should we get into the meat and potatoes of this?
Meat and potatoes? No. You save the best for
the
last.
Elephant in the room.
Undress me.
The elephant in the room. Rebrand me,
dude. Yeah. So Talking of free brands, Super
The elephant
Sentai.
that actually isn't the elephant.
No, the elephant is a wolf. I miss wolves. I've been a lot more of like a caiman lately. That's double meaning. Regardless, okay. So, what are we thinking? A lot has happened since then. We haven't recorded because a lot of stuff came up. As we said, I went to the conversion camp. Boy was taking STD studies. Miho was in the shitter and spreading the word of Islam. It all started because Miho found out the wonders of a bidet, and it's something that is very much popular in like the Middle East. So Miho really wanted to investigate on that, and uh, became like you know became our pride and joy in that front. So
Yeah.
we're running this bit for so fucking long. Okay, so
Yeah, we have cameras on. Like, we don't record it just for privacy's sake. But Miho pulled out like I don't know what gun that is, but it's scarily long. Like, and just started flaunting it on the
this is about
camera.
to be the worst PhD. Okay, can we actually lock it on this? Hold on. Oh, dude. Okay,
It goes
let's get
on for
this
too
straight.
long. BHT has to leave YouTube.
Okay. So we did kind of leave. I guess we did go on for too long. Regardless. So yeah, we didn't record for a while. That part is true because some stuff came up, and then we just never kind of recovered on that. We finished Gav. We tried to catch up on Gozuja, but we can't really do shit. We what else? We started Omega. We tried watching Zets. We'll get to that. I finished Space Runaway Down for like I don't know. Everyone gives a fuck. Um,
I watched Time Ranger. I
but we
started
finished
Ginga
Time
Man.
Ranger.
Oh,
Oh, I started
I
Google
watched
5.
I watched a little bit of Kabuto. Started watching Agito.
Yeah, we had to do that. Yeah, so
Why are you the giggler this session? Oh my god.
I'll be giggling, bro. I'm joyful. This is funny news to share on the podcast. So because in the last few, we were talking about me going on a date. I did get a
Oh yeah,
partner.
that's true. What
Yeah,
you
I did get a
thinking
partner,
about?
which is a lot more of a contrast compared to the stuff we were talking about last time. But that did happen. Um, Boy has longer hair now. I think. Yeah,
yeah.
Miho still can't pull. Um,
Well, I keep trying to shave, but Kai is just like, that's where your energy's stored. I'm like, ignoring the fact I'm bald on my head, like, I just think.
dude, my ass hairs have been getting so long. People think I have a tail. Like it's crazy.
Guys, call out Kai in the comments. Professor, guys, we need to stay on topic. Versus.
What are we even saying, man?
Okay, yeah, there's so much to talk about, but there's also like
Nothing to really say.
no, there's a lot for me to say. I just
Yeah. Okay. Let's get this. Let's get things in like a chronological order. Gav. Let's do like a. We can do like a separate video on Gav too if you guys want, or we could just like get it over with. Up to you guys.
I want to give quick thoughts, and then because we have something after this,
Yeah.
I want to give quick thoughts, because I want to save the rest for longer when we have more time.
Yeah.
Gav is. I hate to be one of those guys, but I'm gonna be one of those guys. It is objectively one of the best Toku shows, and I guess we can classify as the Reiwa era from any franchise. it has its issues, and we've talked a lot about that, like a lot. Look at our previous videos, and I stand
Yeah,
by those
we talked
points.
about it a lot. Yeah, I
But
understand by those points.
ignoring the elephants, which if you guys want to notice the elephant, you should watch the other episodes. Hee hee hoo hoo.
Oh, it's insane PR.
It's amazing. Every bit of Gav, it makes me feel just happy. Like I I've enjoyed some previous stuff from Rider and Sentai and Ultraman. Omega's really good. We'll get to that. But Gav just every piece of it feels good to me. It feels impactful. It feels meaningful. But it just makes me happy. Like, which is such a weird thing to say, but it's a feel good story with like such good moments. And there's not like one there is glaring issues, but there's not like one piece where I'm like, I wish this didn't happen. I wish things did happen, but I don't wish parts of the story were removed, if that makes sense. Like,
Oh yeah, no, that's something that I feel like in the case of Gav as well. Like, oh, with everything that happened in the story, there wasn't like a moment where like I was like, oh, I don't like this. This is kind of ass. You know, it just felt like natural progression and like, oh, this feels right. This feels like, oh, it's supposed to go in this direction. You know, like the
Yeah.
only complaints that I have are more so rather like, oh, stuff that didn't happen than like, oh, stuff that did happen and I didn't like it, you know?
and we
Yeah,
can
for
blame that
sure.
on Toei rather than the show itself.
I
Or
will
whatever.
say, yeah, I think is one of those cases, as the other two have said, other two, woof. Um, as Miho and Bowie have said, I think it's genuinely just a show that, how do you say it? In the state of tokusatsu right now, there's no idea for politics or more so dignity or anything of the sort because these things are very much streamlined and made to appeal to wide audience as possible. So a lot of the nuance that you can have in many of the fronts of storytelling are very much lost. I think this applies to every single toku show you will see. Maybe King Oja, but King Oja also kind of fucked it up with its finale, so fuck that. Um
Also, that shit
so
is ugly as fuck to look at.
Truth. I was just also talking about nuanced story aspects and politics of it because
Oh,
I do think
I
this is
know, but
yeah, yeah, man, yeah. Now fuck them. And so, yeah, I think for what it is in the standards of Reba, Gav is something that is very much exceptional. Of course, it has its own flaws, but in the end, even though it's not nuanced, it's something that I found very much heartfelt and special, especially for what it stood for in the sea of very much ugly shows. Referring to Boom Boom Jet and some got shot. Oof. We can get to that later. Yeah, and I think it was a show that was very much like if every show in a technical aspect, if every show was made as such, I would be infinitely happy with the state of things, at least on the toy side of things, because Omega is an entire different deal. We can get to that later.
Yeah. Like
Um,
for Gav, it just generally felt like, oh, the type of Kamen Rider series and the type of like things that I loved initially from when I started getting into the genre itself. You know?
Yeah, because the thing with Reiwa is that it will inherently, and I do want to emphasize on this, inherently be worse than anything Heisei could offer. I think that's kind of Heisei phase one. Sorry, I need to show my era. I was born. I was like, I grew up with it. You know what I mean? And anyways, I'm old. Yeah, I think like for the standards of what has been said throughout Reiwa, which is a heaping pile of dog shit, basically. I found this show to be insanely good. Yeah, okay, I think this is where we wrap it up for Gab because we're kind of running out of time. Running
yeah.
out of time. Running out of
All I'm gonna say is this is more business side of things. I think we should talk more about Gav once the movie and the V cinema comes
True.
out.
Oh yeah, we can do like a Gav special when the V
Yeah.
cinema is out and the movie's available for sure. That's gonna take a while though. Oh yeah.
No, it's this month.
I mean, isn't the right, the Wii cinemas come out
They
on Blu-ray
release on the
directly,
same
right?
day. Yeah.
Yeah, they released on the same day.
Yeah,
both.
okay. Yeah,
So-
then we can do it before the year ends, hopefully. Okay, that's awesome.
I'm
So-
very happy that we're getting additional content for Gav as well.
Yeah, dude, 50 more. Oh, dude, the Lakia stuff too. Do we want to wait for that, or do we just want to do it after the Wii cinema?
Oh, God. We'll talk
Honestly,
about
we
it
can.
later.
That's more of a what if type of story. So I think we
Yeah.
should just just do that during like a normal episode of VHD.
Yeah. So should we stay on Kamen Rider or
Yeah. Brief thing, man. What's up?
I'm just gonna. We barely scratched the surface with Zets.
2 out
and
of
that's
8
probably gonna
episodes. Yeah.
that it's probably gonna stay that case for a minute. I imagine. There's not much to say about it. It's just if you watch our videos, we Mr. Yuya Takahashi, we aren't the biggest fan of him here.
I hope he kills himself. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things where everything surrounding it has this like layer of to it. Like if you guys know me from my Twitter, you guys know I do edits and stuff. So the design process of a lot of stuff is my favorite part. Even shows I don't like, I love the designs of, but it's very difficult for me to even enjoy the design and looks aspect of this show just because I could care less about it. I mean, I have issues from what we've seen, but it just feels like the best term is that nothing burger.
Well,
It's not like I'm ready to sit here for an hour and be like, oh my, what have they done? It's so ass.
exactly. There's heaping pile of shit that you want to just keep bashing, and like you fucking bash it so much it turns into a mochi like consistency. Zets is not what
We call that
worth
Geet syndrome.
a truth or 0-1. I have a lot to say about 0-1. We can get to it and
I
you guys
feel
finish it eventually.
when it
But
comes to like Geats, I feel like that has a lot more personality to it than Zeds from like what we've watched.
I think that's
so
what makes
far.
me angrier. Because there's aspects I really love of that show. I just wish they were not included with the Ace Yukio hour.
yeah, there's a lot to say about it for sure. Geats is also yeah. So I will say on that front, how you say it, I think Zeds is just genuinely not worth that type of effort at all because there's just nothing I want to talk about, man. 0 is cool. That's it. Genuinely, that's it.
I think
Honestly.
Nox Knight looks sick as fuck. I hate his toys. I think the toys for this show, aside from the capsums, are awful. But I'm gonna save that for a later point because I can talk about that. Ooh, I can talk about that.
They generally look like new gen Nerf blasters, which is not a compliment.
Oh yeah, the toys aren't really that good. They're not that good. The capsums, I like the idea, but like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like captions too. Okay, that's enough. That's
I
enough.
also just think it's very interesting how like this is the first like attempt at a global
that reminds
writer.
me of something. Thank you, Miho. You continue.
And it just doesn't feel like it has enough of an oomph factor or like pizzazz to it to warrant that. I feel like You
It's
know,
trying too hard for that
like
fact for sure, which I think is a
like
factor.
if you look at like other projects that have like succeeded, like Godzilla minus one, like Shin Ultraman, um, Shin Godzilla, Shin Kamen Rider, Ultraman
Ultraman
Rising.
Rising. Yeah, there you
Those
go.
all have like an aspect to it where it's like, oh yes, this can appeal to a general audience outside of Japan. It can apply to a general audience in general. I mean, I saw so many people like, love Ultraman Rising to the point that like it garnered a small fandom in it within
I'm
itself.
seeing,
But with Zets, it just doesn't feel like it has that same momentum, you
yeah.
know?
The thing is, I will say, okay, you know what? This is a great start. This is a great point because we can tie into Super Sentai like this. I hate, and I will emphasize on this. I fucking despise the idea of mainstreaming, streamlining anything that is very much supposed to be anything, any sort of art, right? And Camaraderie going down this path, and it being Zets, I think is it could either be a coincidence or it could either be a showcase of what the fuck they want to do with Camaraderie if Zets globalization goal succeeds. And that is so scary because the globalization, leads to streamlining because you need to make it as viable to many audiences as possible, which leads to God, Camaraderie sucks ass. I hate modern Camaraderie. Gav being like genuinely the one exception that I can think of because it is very much something that is so stripped of its identity that started all the way in, I want to say, I'll be kind to Fuzzy, I'll say Guy. That started all the way back in Guy and became a lot more prevalent in X8 and then just kind of went on from there on. I think 01, Saber. Saber's a good example, even though it's a fine show. And it's just, this is not what you want from art. I don't think art is supposed to be something that is very much supposed to be a global thing, especially when it's something that has like decades worth of history to it, right? And first, Comrade taking that path, and then Super Sentai throwing like its 50-year history into the garbage to just stay clear of that for the sake of globalization is, I think, just anti-art easily. I will stand by this. I think it's disgusting. I think whoever participated in there should get shot. I'm being a bit too vulgar about this, but regardless, I do
No,
stand
I
by
feel
it.
like you're fine. It's just like, it's just very strange because to me because they had like this whole like, like, hey, look, we're having like a big like 5-year project only for them to be like to pull up the rug from under us and be like, "Huh? Yeah, we're ending it."
Yeah. So,
Editor Bowie, put the It's Bleak gif.
can you also put the image of you pissing on G-Quarks?
Yeah.
Thank you. Um. Yeah. So it's really like that. I have a very strong stance towards it because a lot of things I loved over the years have gone to shit for the sake of capitalism. I think a lot of things are better off dead with dignity rather than being turned into whatever the fuck modern Comrade is today. I genuinely do want to make a deep dive on this and how it's lost its identity over time and how it's like trying to establish a new identity, which is very much something a lot more. Someone said this on Twitter, which I found to be a great point. I found this on Twitter, which is very much more like just Comrade itself, both in a meta sense and story sense, has become a title devoid of any meaning, right? Because what I thought I was talking to Bobby about this too. I think is the thing that makes you a Kamen Rider isn't the fact that you have a belt, or isn't the fact that you have this or that or those. It's it's the title that you get granted, right? Because it's about the idea of someone fighting against the evil that is very much like despicable, horrible, etc. Like that type of thing, right? I think Fies is a good example of that because Fies itself is about like how do you say it? If it was Showa, they probably would have called Kiba like a comrade in his own right, right? That level of things. Even with his own form. Because that's what being a comrade was, because comrade wasn't about acquiring a belt or being born with a power or being promised something 4,000 years ago. It was more so about like the prevalence to fight against evil and the selflessness he would show towards the face of heroism. And I think that is something that is very much lost, and it's just being used as a title devoid of any meaning. Okay, so
Yeah.
uh, I can safely say we, as VHD, are very much done with superhero time for now. Gozuja will continue it. Omega will continue it. Zets, I don't give a fuck. Next
We'll
Sentai,
probably
I
watch
will
it
be
in
very judging.
batches.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
I'll
thing.
be highly
So,
critical of the next, like, quote unquote Sentai show that they
oh yeah,
decide to
wait, the
release.
leaks. Some leaks have come out. We should address those too. Apparently it's just basically gonna be Metal Hero. So,
Bully, put up the editor. Bully, put up the.
I said
for
that
me
first,
because
man. I said that first. Hell no.
fuck off. This is these. Chop edit boy.
You're not like fucking like minuscule, like edit my fucking reply and like replace it with you. Like,
I'm crying, bro.
okay, yeah. So what does this mean for VHD? I know we don't really have like the most insanely loyal follower base or like a million views, but regardless, I think it's rather in the good way of professionals and how we address it. We will try to do it weekly. It's probably be just a lot less focused compared to the other past episodes, but we're just gonna give like tidbits from what we've been up to, what we've been watching, and things of that sort.
If
Till
you
we,
like
yeah.
hearing us talk, which I know 3 people who love hearing us talk.
You're referring to us, right?
Yep.
Dude, that me up, bro.
Yeah, this is it's less of focused. I want to
Yeah,
say, and just more so, just us being us. I mean,
which was a lot more of that in the first place. But
yeah.
no, fuck superhero time. And I do want. The thing is, during some past endeavors, we were way too connected to superhero time and tokusatsu as a whole, and I want VHD to take more of a different approach compared to that, and just kind of be ourselves, as Bowie said, because in the end,
This goes without
just
saying.
yeah.
If some representatives from Bandai or Toei looking for people to sponsor, I do love Zets a lot, and
Dude, genuinely, if Bandai came to sponsor, I would tell them to die so fast. I genuinely wouldn't give a fuck.
bro, extortion.
Extortion.
Think of all
Yeah.
the CSMs we could get for the 3 of us.
Oh my god, the Kaiser belt. Dude, fuck yes.
Listen, think about all of that. Think about like anything generally, not just Sentai, not just Tokusatsu, bro.
We could overthrow Bandai from the inside. I think we've talked about this before. I think
Yeah,
I'm getting some mad deja vu right now.
we said so much bullshit. So, yeah. This is basically going to be the new direction of HD. Do wanted to quickly address our thoughts on what we've seen, what more of Gozuchi we've seen in Omega, because we're kind of running out of
I'd
time.
say so.
Yeah, Omega, really good so far.
Really,
I
really good.
find it to suffer from the same mistakes that a lot of Modern Ultra does, which happens. But I find its protagonist and like main cast to be a lot more endearing. So I'm a lot more excited for what it has to offer. Episode 5 in itself was a standout for me because it was something that was very much like, like just the type of thing I love. So
Oh yeah, exactly. Episode 5, I feel like was a very much a standout. It made me like, really like Omega, just because
mhm,
there are moments within. I mean, I felt this with Gav, and I feel this with Omega. I also feel this with Azuger. But there are moments in those shows where like I see a sequence or I see a scene, and it's like, oh, this is why I love Tokusatsu. It makes me want to watch more
yeah,
Tokusatsu. Like, like seeing the fully puppeteered dragon kaiju in that episode was so nice.
it was genuinely beautiful. Shout out Neverending Journey. Actually, I don't know if you guys seen that. We should watch that
I've
movie.
seen that.
Yeah,
Great
great
I love
movie.
stuff.
that
Made me
movie.
cry a lot
Great
as a kid.
movie. Yeah, reminded me of that. And so, oh yeah, I'm thinking it's really hard to get these three to convene. But we've been a lot more locked in lately. So I want to do like more so movie stuff. Uh, and like so basically there's this channel that I really love and basically grew up with. Gave me critical thinking at the ripe age of 11. Big fan of those guys. And I remember they have basically like a discussion thing that they have about movies where they just like watch like cult classics or just classics in general and talk about it. I was thinking we could do something like that as a bit of a disconnect from VHD, but in general just kind of still the same idea. And I think that would be fun. We could start with movies in general, but random also talk about like Toku classics like the Godzilla movies, and also do like a deep dive on them and the history. I think that would be fun. Um, of course, that is up to that is up to my co-host. And yeah, since we're gonna be doing a lot more of a relaxed, well, we're already relaxed. We shouldn't have shit. First 10 minutes, beautiful.
I've been
Uh,
asleep for half of this session. I'm just.
oh, brother, we have a D&D campaign. Well, technically a Call of Cthulhu campaign right after this recording, so we're kind of tight on the clock. But as I was saying, I'm gonna try to get a lot more guests on here because we didn't really get any. I have 3 to 4 lined up. I am excited. Neither of these guys know who they are. Well, who they're gonna be, rather, who it's gonna be to appear. But yeah. Also, we should watch Beat Break, by the way. Digimon.
We
Um.
should watch Beat Break. I forgot to mention that. I did start watching a little bit of Beat Break. I watched like the first like 2 episodes. Really, really good. Um
Yeah.
this year, I mean, outside of sets, but like generally the stuff that's been airing this year when it comes to like franchises, I feel like has been like really nice. Like like I haven't been into like Digimon for like years, but Digimon Beat Break like has me very intrigued. I really like it. Like reminds me of like stuff that like adventure, but also like elements of like older, well,
Yeah.
not older, younger Digimon series like Tamers and stuff.
Yeah. I have a friend who's very much. Oh my god, that's tits. I have a friend who's very much indulged in Digimon, so I want to get them as a guest here after we catch up to it. I think that would be fun. And yeah. I think that would be a fun time. So, do we have anything else to say? Bowie, Ginga Man,
Yeah.
quick thoughts.
Oh God.
Wait, first give Time Ranger and then follow it up with Ginga Man because that's a lot funnier.
Okay, Time Ranger. I'm going to keep this brief, because Ti- I got myself spoiled for Time Ranger because I was a fucking idiot. If whomever is watching this wants to watch Time Ranger, do it right now. I mean, it's perfect, and don't read any discourse about it because you probably will get spoiled because it's an old ass show. Um, it's perfect. I have no qualms in saying that. I think every episode is amazing. Every character is amazingly written. Um, yeah, I mean, I could talk about it more, but as it stands right now, it's one of those things where, in my opinion, you have to watch it for yourself and then uh talk to a like-minded intellectual because you're an intellectual if you like Time Ranger. Um,
Please don't say that.
sorry. Uh, you're stupid if you don't watch Time Ranger. Um, yeah, it's great. I mean, um, and if you guys make any jokes about Domon's hairline, I expect like $50 in my bank account. But yeah, Time Ranger's great. You know what's not great? Gingaman.
Go go Kingamon. Go go Kingamon.
I will say this. Gingaman, really good looking show. I will say that. The cinematography is fun. The choreography, amazing, especially in those first couple episodes when it was still winter and they were able to film in the snow. Really fun. I like. I think it was episode 4 or 5. Um, because that was a focus episode, which is very rare for this show. Yeah, this show is basically turn off your brain, and you'll get some character moments, but you'll be hard pressed if those character moments come from those characters themselves. Um, yeah, I'm almost 10 episodes in, and I'm hoping the introduction of Bull Black increases my interest in the show, but it very much is just at the moment we have to get to point A to point B, and what I mean by point A to point B is we have to get to toy 1 to toy 2.
Many such cases.
Yeah. I like Hayate. He's the yellow. He's a really fun character. Or was that Hayate? I forget. I honestly I don't give a fuck. I needed I'm in a Sentai mood. I wanted to watch something after Time Ranger, and I Fire Candle's actor. Sorry, I almost just started drooling. Fire Candle's actor really loves Gingaman, so I'm like, oh fuck, it must be peak.
Your goat is washed.
No, he's just ill-informed.
It's really funny. Okay, I need to tell this. This was a really funny moment. So basically, Bowie showed me Gingaman episodes, and then in retaliation, I enjoyed them actually. I enjoyed 2 of them out of 3 episodes. And
Well, I have to mention this. I told Kai the synopsis for the next episode, and Kai let out such a memorable like groan, just like it wasn't like audibly saying I don't want to do this anymore, but it was basically saying
yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah.
I was just not having it, man. So, and then we watched Go 5. We watched like 3 episodes of Go 5, I think, or 2 or 3. And basically, it was really funny because first Pink focus episode in Gingaman is episode 14, while in Go 5 it's episode 4, which I think matters a lot. Dude, the Pink had 3 focus episodes in 15 episodes. Yeah, like 3 focus episodes in 15 episodes. That's like a new record. And so we watched it, and like, boy, it was like, I just fucking suck at picking shows, man. Oh my god.
It's like
that's really funny. That's
every
really
show
funny.
that I'm like on my own, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be my little gem. You know, I'm gonna be the one to spread it around. And then
you did that with
I watched.
It's okay. It's okay.
As soon as I got older, my taste got more ass. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, we need to kill all old people.
I need to get a lobotomy. I think that's.
We're gonna make Bowie age regress soon. Next episode. Dude, I don't know if we should be joking about that. Regardless, so
you guys are gonna see like building blocks on the edit timeline and stuff.
Okay. So, and this is a very running trend because the thing that happens with me and Bowie is I pick a show, I watch a show. It's usually a 10 out of 10, and Bowie takes like 2 years to watch it, and there's like, God, this is the greatest show of our time. Oh my! Happened with Time Ranger. Happened with Kabuto. Happened with Nexus. Happened with what else? Everything. Happened with Hibiki. Happened with Kiva. Happened with.
Oh, Kiva. Let's not talk about Kiva.
Oof, no. Let's just. Girls Remix does not exist in VHD, bro. Also, we are pretty much running out of time. I said in 10 minutes, I extended by like 10 minutes, so kind of running out of time. Regardless, yeah, it's a funny thing we have. So, I'm gonna try to make. So, I think we're done. Do we have anything more to say? Actually, I'm trying to think.
Not really.
So, let's do an outro real quick then. Thank you to all that will be watching.
Hold on. I just remembered VHT question of the week. I forget what we called it.
True. Yeah. Question of the week.
If you guys could rename Super Sentai, what would it be?
Man, fuck Super Sentai.
I'd
That
name it
question,
Bowie Power Hour.
Bowie Power Hour.
Bowie Power Hour is fire. I think that should be the name.
They're gonna make
No.
it powerful people. PP. PP.
Bowie's Powerful Prolifics.
Okay, it's a question. It's a question per co-host. So, my question of the day: are you guys spreading this to your friends? Please share it with your friends if you watched it this long. We need to start putting this at the start. It's really bad. Fun fact. Okay, next time we get any fucking answers to the questions, I will be reading them in the next episode of VHD. So please interact, like interaction bait. Come on, the algorithm needs this. We need this. My Bowie's kind of homeless. I'm about to be homeless next week. So make sure to tune in to listen to my adventures.
I'm already homeless.
Man, shut the fuck up. So
The fuck? That's crazy.
So yeah, my question of the week was that. Miho, do you have a question of the week?
I do. I hope everybody got a bunch of candy during Halloween, but also what Halloween costumes did you wear since it
True.
already passed? It was
I
yesterday.
almost slammed my desk so fucking hard. We could have done a Halloween special. Whatever, man. Who fucking cares anymore?
What's spooky?
Man,
Editor Bowie, Takahashi jump scare.
we're gonna put it at the start of the video.
No, I'll put it at the end.
We don't maintain viewers like that, man.
What if I end the video right after I say that?
That would be really funny. But we need to do a proper fucking outro first.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone will be tuned in for next week's VHD. I'm excited. This will be a new direction. We were already pretty unserious. It's about to get a lot more unserious and serious at the same time because we need to make this a stable thing. We all want to do this. We're all excited for it. I hope you guys are too. I need to start networking because, we're meant for greatness. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening, Rana. We need to start putting this on Spotify. That would be fine. And so we'll catch you guys next week. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Editor Bowie, Takahashi jump scare now!
That was a good now. Okay, bye-bye. How do you end it? How do you end it?
Bro forgot how to end it.
Isn't it just to stop recording and just BS?